Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down. The Eagles at 5-3 now on the year. And they come on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. 19, Pioneer.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressive. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They go play action with Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. 7-7, our score after 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Alert! Alert!
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
But first down, Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. big-time result.
A short kick taken at the 18. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Coleman will try up the middle and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this one complete to Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And Goddard's got it.
Touchdown, Eagles. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Play action. Now Wentz. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, and he fires one that's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, Wentz. rifles one that's intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up a throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Hey, check that.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run with Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Unlock line.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Wentz going to go on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on.
Second and 9 from the 44. Throwing is Hurts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And now it's second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now he's into the clear again. He's up to the 20. Now look out. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A handoff Coleman between the tackles.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 29, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From the 39, Hurts. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
47 yards.
And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins,
55 yards.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.